Hi, I'm Laura.
And I'm Tracy.
Welcome to Coffee and Christ. We're hosting the weekly Bible study for Be Bold Women's Night Out Ministry in Klamath Falls, Oregon. We have a Facebook group for Be Bold, and we have a separate one for Coffee and Christ for those who are not just in Klamath Falls.
Shout out to Tina.
My sister who came up with the name Coffee and Christ. I love it.
Yeah.
So when we came up with this group, we saw there was a need for a women's ministry for women in their 30s through 50s who just didn't fit into maybe the mommy group of preschoolers or the Bible studies for older women at church. It just wasn't quite a good fit. We need fellowship, but also I think we're at a point in our life where we really want to focus on our spiritual maturity and our growth.
Right. Speaking of maturity, we're going to start a game. This is her idea, by the way, my friend Laura. So we're going to play charades. We have too much fun together. We're going to play charades via Bible verse. So Laura's going to go first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I have a charade for you.
Okay, so I'm going to act out a Bible verse, and you're going to guess it, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be spot on because I might be excellent at this. We don't know yet. Okay. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Love God with all your heart around. Love goes around the world.
That's not a verse.
I know. I was just grasping
All right,
at straws.
what I'm gonna
Right. Love God. I'm terrible at this. I don't know. I give up.
Do you guys have a guess? Love one another.
What is this another?
Another. I don't know. Okay. All right, you try. All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
I won't look at the Bible.
Yeah, I got a good one for you.
I've been hoping.
You did that to me. Now I gotta find it. Love one another. You're so Oh. So a little bit of background though. I've known Laura since I moved back to Klamath Falls. 12 years.
That's what I was thinking. Definitely more than 10 years. Yeah.
And we taught together in different areas, in different, how do you say that?
Schools?
Yes. Well, so
word.
from alternative school to private Christian school. So, wow.
It was kind of creepy, and I didn't know if you were stalking me or I was stalking you, but I love that we taught at one school together.
Right.
And then we taught at another school together.
I would find
just
you.
like the very next year.
Right.
And then a couple of years, we're at the next school together. I'm like, oh, you're here too. And it was really cool how God grew our friendship in that way. And I feel like we've been through different seasons in life.
We've been through some seasons.
And I think that's why we're close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But I also think you're stalling on this charade.
I'm totally stalling because I can't find my.
Okay.
All right, don't judge me for this one.
I'm ready.
Ready?
God. Did you just do Jesus wept?
I did. Shortest verse in the Bible, right? It is. Jesus wept. You had to memorize something.
Shortest.
In Sunday school, Jesus wept.
And we are not laughing that Jesus wept.
No.
We're just laughing at Tracy's acting skills.
Right? I hate charades.
You tried very hard.
I did. I tried and then I lost my verse and then I just went, Jesus wept. So,
Okay.
don't judge me.
So now we have one for you guys. We're going to both act it out, the same verse, hopefully kind of at the same time. And we want you guys to guess, right? Or post your own video charade of a verse or even emojis. We will make a real effort to guess them correctly. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're going to act it out. Ready?
Well, I forget which. Okay.
All right. Okay, here we go. Ready? That's what we got. Drop your comments. I'm sure they're good.
I'm sure they're whatever.
Oh my goodness. So, That was actually really fun.
That was
And
fun.
I hope that if you're here locally, that you join us for our Women's Night Out this upcoming Monday. There's more details in the Facebook group. We're just not going to post the details publicly.
For safety.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. This week we read Crazy Love by Frances Chen, chapter 1. What do you think the main point of this chapter was?
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like the main point was reminding us how powerful and amazing God is, and just that He's holy and beyond our comprehension, and really shining a light on the fact that a lot of times we get spiritual amnesia.
Yeah.
We forget that God is amazing, and we just start going through the motions.
Right. Laura was talking about her previous posting, or what, I don't know how you say that the rote prayer that her dad said every night before dinner, and it was always the same, blah, 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 memorized, and it didn't come from, and I don't know your dad, but it didn't come from a place of like, oh, and I don't know, that when you said that, it kind of reminded me, like, I'm not looking sometimes, I'll be honest, for God's hand in things, and I need to more.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me
it's
too.
hard. Because sometimes we'll see something, you're like, that was a miracle, I can't believe this happened. And then you forget.
Mm-hmm. I think you're totally right.
Yeah.
I agree. I think you're segueing into the next question.
Yay! That's always
because
good.
these questions are from the study guide that's available on Amazon and some other places online,
Right.
as is the book. But why we forget, and I think we don't look for it. I think also it sometimes is commonplace, especially for those of us who are raised very religiously, and there's nothing bad about that. But at the same time, sometimes we're just taught, we just do it and we don't ask
You know what?
questions.
When I'm not in the Word, okay,
Mhm.
I'll just be transparent, and I'm not where I should be. I'm not looking like I should be looking. Do you know what I
Mhm.
mean? I don't
Mhm.
have eyes.
I agree.
Okay.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I think maybe we all are like that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we would love to see your comments, read your comments about what you think the main point of the chapter is,
Right.
and why we sometimes forget.
Right.
Because I think there's a lot of value into having dialogue on this and not sweeping it under the rug and just pretending that it doesn't happen.
Right, like it's a coincidence, or this happened, or I can scientifically explain that.
Mhm.
Sometimes you can't, and we got to remember those times when you can't. Like, there's no way that this, and this should happen.
I agree.
God's hand was in it.
I agree.
Yeah.
So we're going to look up some Bible verses from the study guide and see what God tells us, or what the Bible tells us
About who God is.
Yes.
Right.
So I'm going to read Psalms 102, verses 12 and 27. And I don't know if you're like me, but it's kind of like entering your password on a computer when people are looking. All of a sudden,
Do you not want me to look at your
I'm
Bible?
like, no, I'm like, oh, I'm on camera. I probably can't even
Right.
find Psalms.
This is way, for me, this is way, I'm out of my comfort zone. But I'm doing it for His name's sake, because I am terrible in front of the camera. She's like a natural. I'm like,
So I consider
My first
myself.
name.
No, I consider myself an introvert, and this is a
Yes.
huge.
You are. And I'm an extrovert. That's why we get along so well.
We're all about balance,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So maybe
Songs?
next time I'll put in some bookmarks.
Yeah.
Maybe not, because I like an adventure. Okay, so Psalms, there it is.
Okay.
I knew it was in there. All right, Psalms chapter 102, verses 12 and 27. So verse 12 says, "But you, Lord, sit enthroned forever. Your renown endures through all generations." And verse 27 says, "But you remain the same, and your years will never end." So what does that say to you as far as who God is?
Me personally,
Yeah.
that God's the same yesterday, today. He doesn't change.
That's true.
We're the ones
That's
that
true.
change.
I'm really thankful He doesn't change.
Me too.
you know, we aren't left guessing. Like, I don't know, does God like this? Does he not?
He's the same.
Like, no, he's the same, and that gives me comfort.
Me too.
Okay. So you have the next verse.
Okay, is it Proverbs?
Yeah, Proverbs 8:13.
Okay, I did bookmark mine because I am extra like that.
Hashtag winning.
Right? Here's my dog. He wants to be a star too. All right, Proverbs 8:13. It says, to fear the Lord is to hate evil. I hate pride and arrogance, evil behavior, and perverse speech.
I think this is a hard one for us because we know God is so good and he hates evil, and you know,
Can't lie.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And you and I were talking about fearing God is a really hard command. Like, we know we should, but
Biblically.
sometimes we're like, oh, especially
If he loves me, then
right.
I do that all the time.
Right. or maybe you're raised really strict like I was, where it was all fear, condemnation, and yes, honor, but there was a lack of love. And so sometimes it's a little triggering to hear fear God, right?
Right.
But we should, because he's amazing and he's so powerful.
Right.
We should.
Yeah.
And so I think
We should fear his power, maybe.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
and
I like
his-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to read Daniel 4:35. And that says, all the peoples of the earth are regarded as nothing. He does as he pleases with the powers of heaven and the peoples of the earth. No one can hold back his hand or say to him, what have you done?
Right? That's awesome.
What does that say to us about God?
Well, it reminds me again of how powerful he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And then no one's the boss of him. Like, we have no
Not the
right.
boss of me.
We have no right to be like, God, why did you do that? Even though I have genuinely asked him that
I
before.
think I did it today.
Right?
Yeah.
And with my own fertility struggles, I mean, God, why are you doing this to me? Am I not deserving?
Of the baby, yeah.
But I trust God. You know,
Yeah.
I trust him, even if that means no more babies, right? Or no
or adoption, Laura.
or-
It's
yeah.
not over for you,
Yeah.
I don't think.
Well,
I'm speaking that over you.
we'll keep praying on that.
Uh-huh.
That's definitely something that weighs on my heart daily.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
So
you're such a good mom too.
thank you.
You are.
I think we all need to hear that. Those of us who are moms.
You're a good mom.
You're a good mom.
You're doing a good
right?
job. So if you're a mom, you're doing a good job.
Right. One of the things I also value about this group is that you don't have to be a mom to join.
No.
Because I have friends and family members who don't have children,
Don't
and
have kids, yeah.
it doesn't make you less worthy of God's love.
Of course
And
not.
it doesn't make you less of a human being, less of a woman.
Yeah.
And so I think that's really something that is surprising to me. Is still an issue in America.
Shouldn't be.
That women are sometimes looked down on if we don't have children, or we don't have a certain number of children.
Well, or a certain gender.
Oh, really? I haven't encountered that.
I have.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I've run into whether or not you homeschool or whether or not you send your child to a private school.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't homeschooled, but I have had my son in private school, I've had him in public school.
Yeah.
Sometimes I threaten to homeschool him.
That's funny.
And he's like, no, Mom,
I'll be good at school.
No.
Well, I have my daughter, 13. She wants me to homeschool her. I'm like, no,
Right?
ain't no way.
Right? And I think there are lots of ways to be a good mom and a
Of
good
course.
family member.
Homeschooling.
But I only threaten my son with homeschooling because it traumatizes him, and that's a sign of a good
Right?
mother.
It's a really healthy.
All right. So, do you have? Let's see here. Did you read Hebrews 4:13, or is that?
No,
one
I haven't
just
read it yet.
Okay.
Okay. Hebrews 4:13 about who God is.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, this is just. Oh, it's about just some background though. It's talking about the Sabbath and the rest for the people of God. I always like to get a little bit of, sometimes you just pick a verse.
Yeah. I
It's-
think that's maturity to look at the surrounding verses. I
Yeah.
think you're totally on track there.
Thanks. Nothing in all creation is hidden from God's sight. Everything is uncovered and laid bare before the eyes of Him to whom we must give account.
God is all knowing, and sometimes
He knows. There's no
Right.
point in hiding.
right? I think sometimes I even lie to myself.
Right.
or I or I try to paint the memory different than something actually happened.
Right.
But God knows the truth.
He knows.
And that speaks to how powerful He is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. And then I'm looking up 1 Peter 1:14 through 16.
But He loves you anyway, even though He knows. Does that make sense to you?
It does.
Okay.
It does. I know that I wouldn't love my sister less. I wouldn't love her less if she did something immoral, right?
Of course not, yeah.
I wouldn't love her less.
Right.
I would be sad. And so I can only imagine God having even stronger love, right?
Yeah.
So this is 1 Peter chapter 1, verses 14 through 16. And it says, as obedient children, do not conform to the evil desires you had when you lived in ignorance. But just as He who called you is holy, so be holy in all you do. For it is written, be holy because I am holy.
Right. What do you think about that, Laura?
I think we know God is holy, right?
Yeah.
And I think we know that the word holy means sanctified or set apart.
Mm-hmm.
But we kind of brush it aside as like a big word that maybe we don't want to think about.
It seems to me like that word is something I could never achieve.
Oh, I love
Holy.
that. Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think of myself like all dressed in white and pure and perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I need to change that, though.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Right?
Because we are set apart.
We are.
Yeah.
We are. We should be a peculiar people, is what I've read. Peculiar people that others should see us, and even if we don't walk down the street saying Jesus loves you, that people should go, something's different.
Right.
And maybe even say, are you Christian?
Right.
Right. I was
believer, yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I was on a business trip. Oh my goodness, over 10 years ago. Right. It was before I was ever a teacher. I was sent to Florida for 5 weeks, which was pretty epic. And
that sounds rough.
And I had a coworker who was sent there also, and she was from Mississippi. We'd never met, but you know, you're together for 5 weeks, and after work, you go and you get the really important cheesecake for dinner and things like that. And so we had been together for weeks. We really didn't know each other, and I definitely could have done more to show my faith and speak faith to other people, but I didn't. And we had been there.
You weren't spiritually mature enough.
Wasn't.
Yeah.
And after weeks, she looked at me. We're driving, and she said, "Can I ask you a question? I hope this doesn't make you uncomfortable." I thought, "Oh,
I'm
no.
uncomfortable already."
Oh no! And she just goes, "Are you a Christian?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And it was like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense because you're a little different. Your behavior's a little different."
Right.
And so I think that's
Was
what we
she?
see with holiness. She was.
Why didn't you guys talk sooner?
I know. And so it was so comforting to be away from home for so many weeks and know I was there with another believer.
Yes.
And I think if that's what we are like, walking in holiness as Christians, how much more amazing is God's holiness? He's so different and other and sanctified than this.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good, Lauren.
Thank you.
I like your story.
So Tracy has the last one, Hebrews.
Is it right?
Revelation 4:11.
Oh, Revelation.
You were really close.
Yeah.
Really close.
Yeah, you get off track. This is a good one. My dog's going crazy in the background. We're finding places to shoot, and this is my backyard. And I don't know, we're going to be in different places, huh?
Right, so if you are in Klamath Falls or nearby and have somewhere fun for us to shoot that's not going to have snow on it
Dog
soon,
in the background, yeah.
we would love to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Revelations 4:11.
Yes.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one to end on.
Okay.
You are worthy, our Lord and God, to receive glory and honor and power. For you created all things, and by your will they were created and have their being.
God
Isn't that
is
good?
worthy. He
He's
is
so
worthy.
So good.
He's so
Daddy!
powerful.
Stop it. Sorry.
God is so powerful and just
He's
worthy
worthy.
of all of our praise.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And all
He
of the
created
honor.
all things.
And that's amazing and just unfathomable to me.
Mm-hmm.
I think
That's
that
a great
really,
verse.
it really is.
It's just pop out of Revelations too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So I think that really segues into the next question from the study guide.
Oh, good. Okay. The next one, you can put your comments.
Yeah.
Because we'd love to hear. It's just so positive to hear other believers talk about this. But describe a time when you were awestruck by God's glory.
Oh my goodness. So when I did the chapter 1 takeaways video, I talked about looking for, is there a God at all? Is there a creator? And I remember I was in my early 20s sitting on my front porch, and I was just looking up at the night sky and looking at the stars and feeling really overwhelmed and scared by not having certainty in my life, because I took a time of learning and discovering whether God was real and which world religion is true and denominations aligning with the Bible. And so I was awestruck as I looked out at the stars,
Right.
and I just marveled at not just how big the universe is and how many celestial bodies there are, but the perfection
Yep.
of the earth being in the Goldilocks zone, where we're not too hot, we're not too cold, we're inhabitable, we have water, we have,
There's
you know,
no. It's not a coincidence.
right, it's definitely evidence of intelligent design. And that just, every time I think about it, I'm just in awe of, wow, God did that.
Right.
That is so far beyond the
Right.
coolest thing that I can do,
Oh yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
I'm sometimes really cool.
Sometimes.
So it's just really amazing to me.
Yeah.
So if we think back, we read just a moment ago in Revelation 4, and also reading Isaiah 6, 1 through 7. I'm going to read that, and then we're going to talk about, imagine you're in the throne room in heaven with God,
Right.
And put into your own words what you see, you hear, you feel, you taste, and or smell, which is, I don't know, I'm really interested if anybody has a thought on what heaven might smell like.
I think it smells like cinnamon rolls.
That's really comforting, right?
Yeah.
Except for those of us who are severely allergic to cinnamon.
Oh, I forgot about that. Fully forgot.
Not what I've imagined heaven to smell like.
Okay, maybe you could smell like that. You won't get you won't have a reaction.
Well, because we'll have perfect bodies. Wouldn't that be
Ooh,
amazing? Yeah. Those of us who are allergic to things, to just be able to just be able to
have a
enjoy
cinnamon roll.
things, right? And so, I mean, my son, he's allergic to 28 different things. And so we have had some really elaborate allergic reactions.
Right.
And how wonderful for him to just be able to enjoy
Those things.
God's creation.
You won't need
and
to
God's
because you're going to be
glory.
in heaven. But yeah, but maybe it will smell. I don't know.
I don't know. So here's Isaiah 6, 1 through 7. Where has your beloved gone, most beautiful of women? Which way did your beloved turn, that we may look for him with you? My beloved has gone down to his garden, to the beds of spices.
Hello.
Oh, to browse in the gardens and to gather lilies. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine.
Oh.
He browses among the lilies. You are as beautiful as Tisra, my darling, as lovely as Jerusalem, as majestic as troops with banners.
I love that.
Turn your eyes from me, they overwhelm me. Your hair is like a flock of goats.
A flock of goats.
That's what it says.
Okay.
It's like a flock of goats descending from Gilead. Your teeth are like a flock of sheep. I'm sorry, I had to do it. Coming up from the washing, each has its twin. Not one of them is missing. Your temples behind your veil are like the halves of a pomegranate. And I think those are unusual compliments to us today,
Right.
right? Because
The hair and the goat thing is a
right?
little, yeah.
We don't have the same
No. Animals, we don't have the same.
We don't have the same vision of what is beautiful today, now
Right.
that we have Instagram filters, versus what people did in Old Testament, right?
Yeah.
And so those aren't actually insults. They were beautiful things to say about someone you deeply love.
Yeah.
Right? So, based on what we read, what do you think the throne room is going to be like?
I have no idea, but it's gonna be so amazing. I can't
Right.
explain it.
Right?
I'm gonna be flat on my face. I know that.
Oh, me too.
I can't even,
Me too.
like, I'm not gonna be able to talk.
So, you like beautifully segued into the next question about what do you think we would say the first time we see God?
I love you.
Right? Yeah, it's beautiful because my first thought was just like God, I am so sorry. I am so not worthy.
Right.
That's I feel like what would come out of my mouth
Yeah.
first.
I'm
right?
sorry. Yeah. Oh.
Right? I mean, I know my sins are forgiven, but it's still, he's just so amazing,
Mhm.
you know? Yeah. So,
No, it's gonna be a good time, sis. It's gonna be a great time.
it is. So, moving on in the study guide, according to A.W. Tozer's quote in chapter 1, what comes into our minds when we think about God is the most important thing about us. Worship is pure or base as the worshiper entertains high or low thoughts of God.
Mm-hmm.
For this reason, the gravest question before the church is always God himself. And the most pretentious fact about any man is not what he at a given time may say or do, but what he in his deep heart conceives God to be like.
Mm-hmm.
So my question for you and for our audience
Yes,
is,
please comment because we need you. We can't do
Right?
this without you.
we're here to study with you, not just show
I love her
a
and I want to
video,
study with her, but I want you too.
right? So here's the question.
Okay.
What do you think the purpose is of humans on earth or in heaven?
Well, here, right, we're made in his image, right? Well, I think our purpose here is obviously to bring as much people with us as we can
Right?
to heaven, right? But to worship, don't you think?
I
Here.
wholeheartedly agree.
And there.
I like that. I like that you said here and there, right?
Um,
It's not just like later we will,
Right.
right? Or right now we will,
Yeah.
and in heaven I'll be golfing or whatever. You know, people say like, oh,
My
there's
heaven's
not
gonna be-
golfing
yeah, I don't
in
wanna
heaven,
go.
then right? Like, no, I don't think the point is our entertainment in
Mm-mm.
heaven.
Yeah.
I think thinking of from a point of spiritual maturity, it's not for our entertainment,
No.
right? It's going to be amazing.
It's going
and
to be
we're
an
going to
eternal
love it.
worship.
Yes,
Mhm.
I agree.
Yes.
And so, and I think that just really connects with what we've talked about in the chapter so far about how amazing and powerful and worthy and glorious God is.
Mm-hmm. It's good, Laura.
Do you want to lead the next question?
Yeah. How was your relationship with God and your prayer life different this week? If it wasn't different enough, how would you like to see it changed?
This week has been really, really hard.
It has been hard.
Yeah, for both of us.
Both had COVID.
Oh my goodness. And it just, you know, I got over COVID and then I got sick again. And I went, are you kidding me?
Right.
Day 5 and day 6.
Right.
It's wearing me down
Yeah.
physically and emotionally
Yeah.
being sick that long.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like Satan's done everything he can to prevent this from happening.
Yep.
Because just all kinds of challenges, even technology things, figuring out just
Should we do
mechanics.
Facebook? Should we do YouTube? Should we do this? Should we do that?
Yeah. And so this week, I just prayed a lot for this ministry and
Yes.
God, you got to help us do
Yeah.
this because
Laura's been praying about this for a while too.
I have. This is a seed probably a year ago God planted in my heart, but it hadn't grown to fruition of what it would look like.
Right.
Right? I just knew that there was a need for a women's group and I didn't know. And then God kind of, it started to grow more quickly as we got closer,
Mm-hmm.
which was also scary.
Right.
But,
yeah.
you know, thinking about all the things Satan has done trying to prevent us,
Yeah.
Satan doesn't have the power to stop us from
No.
worshiping God.
No, he
Doesn't have that
He's
power.
a liar and a loser, and he loses in the end. We
He
know the
does.
end.
He does.
Whew.
That's beautiful.
So mad.
So we have a challenge for the week, and this is from the workbook. So pick one day this week and ask God to show you an aspect of who He is.
Right.
Think of one of the attributes of God given to us in Scripture. Then throughout the day, keep your eyes and ears open to how He's revealing Himself in that particular way. Like Tracy talked about, paying attention, right?
Yeah.
For example, God's creator. So ask Him to show you how He is creator. And leave a comment of the attribute you chose, how God showed you that this week. Yeah.
Awesome. Right, so I'm really glad that you joined us today. And we're committed to your spiritual growth and maturity. Yeah.
We are. Thank you guys for tuning in or clicking on the video. I don't know. We don't know the verbiage yet.
No,
But I feel like
it's verbiage.
oh, the English teachers.
I'm sorry.
Just
Yeah, well, we'll be praying for you. Anybody who needs any prayer, anytime, let us know.
thank you.
Love you.
Bye.